Yeah, sweet.
Yo, people, what's going on? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. Yo, guys, do me a favor. There is 17 dislikes on this video already. I don't even know why. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get these haters out of here. Clearly, you guys didn't watch the game. If you're gonna hate on someone, go hate on one of the people in charge of the club, running this club to the ground, or even the manager. It's up to you guys. Whoever you want to put your blame on. But if you're gonna put your blame on me, I don't give a shit, man. You guys are trolling for no reason. Probably the same Donnie with the same account. But yo, do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're gonna talk about the game. We're gonna get into everything around the Arsenal game. What happened? How we ended up drawing this game versus Crystal Palace. I know I got two wonderful guests with me so far. I got Colin and Gunnar King in the house. Big up to them too for showing up on time too. The rest of the guys are gonna come through in a second, right? I'm gonna put the link in the comment section for any of you guys that want to jump on. We also got Shocks in the house. Shocks in the house doing his thing too. Shout out to Shocks, right? Share this on your socials. Let the people know we are live. Bun the haters trying to drive the video down by disliking it. We already got.
Yeah, don't listen to that shit, man. Don't listen to that.
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah, man. Yo, I don't know, man. Marvel, I don't know why they got so many dislikes. My guy's saying, wow, 15 dislikes. What's happening? The stream's not even begun yet. 15 dislikes. This is crazy. Yo, maybe Arsenal supporters don't like, a stream that's talking about the situation at hand. That may be the reality. That may be the reality of the situation. But yeah, let's go live. You guys already know what it is. EGTV. We're going to start the show on the right way, on the positive, with that beautiful intro music. Let's go. Bang. Yo, okay, guys. So I got the wonderful panel here, guys. What are we saying? How we doing? How's everyone? Everyone's good?
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. I could have done without the fucking result yesterday, but you know, apart from that, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man. I got a bunch of pictures here and things that we could go through from the game. Just talk about some of the things about the game. Talk about the team that we played. Just before we get started, we'll go through that. And then as people roll through, we'll be going through the actual result in detail and go through player ratings at the end. So for now, let me just get this up and going. Big up Shocks in the house. Big up Gunnar King. And of course yourself, Colin. Shout out to you for coming on. And there's going to be more of the gang coming through as we speak. Let's just get this thing. Is that a green screen behind you, Colin?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it is.
I thought that was your house the whole time. I was like,
no. Well, all right. Part of it's the green screen. The other part.
Man said that the green screen. Man thinks you live directly opposite the fucking Emirates Stadium. them new builds.
Fuck you, Shocks. Fuck you.
No, because he didn't have that last time. I don't think.
No, I did have that last time, mate. I did have that. You just couldn't.
I didn't even notice.
You just couldn't see the flickering. Like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
There you go. Shout out to the people in the chat. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. If you want to join the stream, you can join the stream. I'll be putting the link in the chat right now so you guys can join the stream. And anyone, Azlan, all the guys. I know Azlan. He'll need me to send it to him here because I don't know if he's using his Twitter account right now. But yeah, let me just send that to the guys and let me pin that at the top. Fuck the haters. There you go. My guy said it himself. And we'll talk about everything. And guys, if you want to go watch my most recent video, I just did a video explaining that the Super League is back. If you guys haven't heard the report, Super League's back.
Are we going to talk about it?
We could talk about it another time. I want to do a dedicated video to that if the news actually comes true, because I did a quick little thing. But right now, let's get into the game, guys. So first things first. Shocks, guys, when you seen that there was no Zaha, what did you guys think?
Straight W. That's what I thought. I thought, yeah, we're cooking tonight, baby. We eating Gucci, and then boy.
Bro, when I seen no Zaha,
yeah, I thought, you know what, like, because the way I looked at it, right? I looked at our team sheet first, right, and then I looked at theirs, right. We went full strength, and then I looked at their team, and I thought, you know what, no excuses not to win tonight. Zero.
And then you looked at our team.
If you're a single person go on about, oh, this, oh, that, I don't want to hear it, bro. Don't want to hear it. I'm in no mood tonight, bruv.
Yeah, so that's the first place where we start, and then Gunnar King, you were there. Aubameyang scores the opening goal. What was the mood like?
Yeah, the mood in the stadium was unreal. Like, I think, first of all, like, I think the mood even before the match, the reason I wanted to go there, Patrick Vieira's return of a legend, 9 successful years at the club, I believe, before he trotted on. So, yeah, you could really sort of feel that in the stadium, like that presence. Yeah, everyone was ecstatic when Aubameyang scored. And, we looked in control in the first half. I think that was really evident to see. Like, being so close to the pitch side as I was, like, they were not getting possession at all. They were not penetrating, into our final third very often. I think we tailed off towards like the last 5 minutes, at the end of the first half, where I think Ramsdale pulled out, 1 or 2 good saves. But other than that, we were in control. I think, yeah, I really think the Saka injury and him coming off changed a lot in that game.
We're gonna get into that. Okay, so going into the game, you see a score, and then second half comes. But before the second half comes, there was some shaky moments. There was some shaky moments with the Saka incident where he got kicked in the calf. Did you guys feel like this was the moment that started to change the game, and like we could have had a sending off there?
Straight red.
I should have been sent off, but we shouldn't use that as a barometer as to why we lost, though.
Fact.
Because the thing about it was, right, Palace like go low block and hit it long ball, right? Under Vieira, they were pressing from the first minute, and it was noticeable that they were getting stuck into us. It was very noticeable. And even towards the latter end of the second half, when we dropped off, they were retaining, they were pressing us high. When we gained possession of the ball, they worked their socks off to get it back. And possession-wise from us was, I mean, with Arsenal, right, you always associate it with being good in possession. Well, for the most part, anyway. But last night, bruh, I mean,
it was the approach play was all right. It was in the final third, getting the ball into Aubameyang's feet. That wasn't happening enough. When it wasn't happening in the right areas. It wasn't happening in and around the box. It wasn't happening when he was off of the shoulder of the last man, which we all know and have known for a long time. That is the service that Aubameyang craves. That was still that's still a telling problem, I think. And I think Aubameyang was working hard to get the ball back yesterday, really hard. And you could see that maybe was a sign of frustration as well, of being starved of that kind of service. But yeah, I think that's where the work needs to be done. Like, we were keeping possession okay, and I do maintain that Saka coming off changed everything. But it's what we were doing with possession in the final third. In the first half, the guy I was sat next to was like, we need a second goal, and we need to do it whilst we're in the ascendancy. And how many times have we said that, of Arsenal, that we go a goal up and it's like, right, can we kill teams now? Especially at home, that Palace in the first half were there for the taking. A second goal would have killed entirely any sort of impetus that Vieira could have put into the team with a half-team talk, and that's where we let ourselves down yesterday.
I thought Crystal Palace should have won the game. I thought Crystal Palace were the much better side. I thought Crystal Palace were the much better team throughout the game. I thought throughout the 90 minutes, we struggled at times. Yo, Tommy, you're in here twice. What's going on?
Some scam, bruv. What kind of shit was that, blood? Wow.
Oh, no.
Fuck it up.
What the hell's going on?
I've got a double identity here, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, Ram, you wanted to ask a question.
Can I just piggyback onto what Gunnar
Yeah.
Because it's so true, bruv. Like, another thing is, like, we had we had a lot of the possession, right? Even when it came down to the second half, bruv, yeah, and we was clearly 2-1 down, right? Let's say around about the 75th minute. Bro, I saw all of Palace's 11 men behind the ball, right? We're literally dilly-dallying on the halfway line. I saw these men were fucking clueless. Instead of a forward pass, there was absolutely nothing. And Gunner King, you was obviously at the stadium, so you must have seen the point, yeah, when I literally, the crowd were going absolutely berserk because these men just kept passing it backwards, isn't it?
Oh
Sure.
yeah, I was leading that charge, you know, from our side, you know, like it was, I was, baffled, you know, as to why, like the possession,
no penetration at all.
He's so eager to go back to the centre backs. I think Gabriel and Ben White must have touched the ball a lot yesterday, you know, and that's not a good thing, you know. Like, okay, if you're bringing your defenders forward and you're pushing everyone forward, that's all well and good. But that means that you've got to commit men into the box, and it means that someone has to take a risk with the ball and try and get it into the box and try and get it into a dangerous area. And that didn't really happen until Lacazette came on. Really didn't.
I think there was one time when I saw Ben White on the flipping right wing in the second half, and he tried to do this weird cross, and it just went straight to the goalie's hands, and he had to get up and sprint back. So obviously that was the level of desperation. It's the fact is though, yeah, with the amount of possession and the things that they are trying, bro, we're not even getting close. Think about it, yeah. How much did Palace's goalkeeper really have to do yesterday? Like, let's be honest. Like, come on. I mean, say that again.
I can't remember a single fucking thing he did, to be honest.
I think he
having the game of his life, keeping it respectable, bruv. Like,
what about Kieran Tierney?
He's a good keeper, man. That's it.
No, he never really
saved that Kieran Tierney chance. Come on.
Hit the crossbar.
Yeah, but that's the only thing.
He touched his fingers. It was in.
Okay, all right, cool.
But that's still not the point. He wasn't tested that much. Only that situation. That's it. And yeah, that's how I saw it.
That was the point I was trying to get to anyway. Yeah. Like, how much was he really tested? You know what I mean? Like, so.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. How about everyone give me their analyzation of the game, and then everyone just be quiet. We'll go to that one person one by one. I'll go to this camera scale. Gunnar King, give us your scale of the game. Quick synopsis of the game.
Look, there were encouraging signs like in the first 15 to 20 minutes. We were dominant in possession, and at that part we were getting into the final third. You know, Odegaard was trying more incisive passes to release Saka. Particularly down the wing, they were causing overloads there. But then it just went flat. It just went stale. It's like we got the goal, and we expected to be able to just hold on to a 1-0 lead. And I'm sorry, that's not the Arsenal I grew up watching. The Arsenal me shows, like, you know, who tell you is around my age, like, we wouldn't go 1-0 up and just park the bus. We would go for the jugular, go for 2, go for 3. Yeah, just let these lot know that they're not leaving here with anything. Wrap it up before half time, and then start thinking about, you know, holding on to leads and stuff. And I don't think we've got the mental strength in the young squad that we've got to be able to do that. So that's what I saw happening. I really think that, like, Saka coming off, Sambi coming on, we looked completely different, you know, and there wasn't that same control to a degree of possession in midfield. You know, Sambi looked like he came on a bit cold, you know, and I'm one of his biggest fans, you know, but he didn't look ready for that sort of game, you know. And I think, look, there's a credit to Crystal Palace's midfield as well. You know, the likes of MacArthur, and I think Gallagher was excellent. You know,
he's a problem, man. He's a problem.
He was constantly in between the line of defense and midfield, just picking up pockets of space. And I don't think the defense really knew what to do with that. Do they commit to going to him, leaving space behind them for Benteke and Ayew to exploit, or stand off him and let him run at them, or pick out passes behind them anyway? So we didn't get a handle on that in the second half. I just think we were too conservative after going a goal up, and I really think the substitutions were too late. Lacazette should have been earlier. because he did make a difference to sort of our style of play, and
changed the game.
Yeah, he changed the game, not just with his goal, just with his movement off the ball and just wanting the ball and linking up the play a bit better with Smith Rowe and Aubameyang as well. And that's just the frustrating thing about it. Palace were really there for the taking, and we didn't capitalize on the chance that the other rivals are giving, dropping points. So it was two halves. I think. I don't think it was like where Palace outplayed us, but.
Okay, let me just read some of these comments because I think they're adding some good nuance. Ram wanted to come on. I was going to ask a question again. Is your future bright? Ram, respectfully, I'm just going to leave you there for a bit. Let's get through the reactions, then you can ask that question, okay? Next, we're going to talk about, there was somebody here who said a detailed comment. Raymond said, at halftime, when Saka had been removed, Arteta brought in Sambi. A good up, a goal up against Zaha-less Eagles team shows an entire lack of ambition from Arteta, and he does not trust his players. I personally thought bringing on Lokonga was to bring some solidity to our team.
Midfield, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Right, and I thought it was a good idea, but knowing what happened afterwards, we ended up conceding 2 goals quickly. It looks like it was a bad idea. But guys, do me a favor, smash that like button, and let's go now to Colin's reaction to the game.
All right. This is not based off yesterday, because there's a list of reasons as to why I don't trust Arteta. All right, there's a list of reasons, but I'm not going to bore you guys with them. Right? Last night, right? First 20 minutes or so looked good, right? Pepe putting that ball in for Aubameyang, brilliant. At that point, you should continue on and go for the second and the third and kill the game off, right?
Yes.
What does Arteta do? And I've seen his press conference, so I've got confirmation of this now. He decided to protect a 1-0 lead, still 20 minutes into the game, and thinking we could hold on to a 1-0 lead, right?
So hold on a second, Colin, just to cut you off there, because I mentioned this last night on the stream that we did, and somebody confirmed it and said that he meant it in a different way. Is that true? Because apparently they're saying that he was talking in terms of Vieira's setup. So what did that actually come out of his mouth, Colin? Like saying that
actually did come out of his mouth, Shocks.
All right,
it
cool,
did, right?
Yeah,
he can claim that it's like, it was meant in an entirely different context. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that, right? That performance was abysmal.
Yeah.
Abysmal, right? If you're telling me that Arsenal are drawing, if you're telling me that Arsenal are struggling like fuck against Crystal fucking Palace, and it's not just Palace we struggle against, by the way, for anyone that wants to put that fucking tool in the shed, yeah? It's every fucking team almost. Every fucking team. Tottenham aside, has anyone seen us play well once this season apart from Tottenham?
Probably in little spells, isn't it? It's always in little spells.
Bruv, we're terrible. We are a terrible team to watch. If you asked any neutral, right, would they watch Arsenal if they had the choice right now? I guarantee you all of them would say hell no.
Only watching for the banner.
Guarantee it, right? And then I seen the stat earlier today. Actually, before I get into that, Benteke, right? This guy hadn't scored in 7 games. What do Arsenal do? What they always do. Gift wrapped, bruv.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Shout out to my boy Ola as well, because he coined this phrase and it sums up Arsenal perfectly. Santa Claus FC, bruv.
Big up, Ola.
Santa Claus FC.
So true.
It's not just Benteke. Any striker that is having a shit time, that needs a goal, that needs a confidence boost, you can bank on Arsenal giving them that. I've got loads of examples of that. Jesse at Stoke when he was just fresh off the plane. Sturridge when he hadn't scored in ages at Liverpool. Mind the 4-0 at Anfield when he bagged one. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got Benteke now. He hasn't scored in 7 fucking games. I guarantee you, Benteke does not hit double digits this season.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Because it's Arsenal, he makes it all look good now, doesn't he? Oh, my God. Fucking waste, man. And then there's this stat as well. While I'm going off on one. Arsenal have failed to win 25 of their last 46 Premier League games under Mikel Arteta, right? 15. We have failed to win 15 of our last 23 home games under Mikel Arteta. Tell me, where are we going under this manager? It's not happening. It's very similar to the downfall of Unai Emery as well. Mind when the writing was on the wall with that. The writing is on the wall with this. If you think that Mikel Arteta is going to succeed at Arsenal, please, I would love to know what you're smoking. I don't know. Disney might have handed you some juju or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, trust me, I want some, man.
That's the thing. That's the thing. There's people in your fan base that are sort of protecting the guy in a sense. You know what I mean?
Over Henry, even
I don't understand all this. When you see the
pressure, bro. I'm not even talking, fam.
You talk about great teams. You're starting to build a great team. Your home record is absolutely diabolical.
Your home record is always your bread and butter, man. It's always your bread and butter.
Guys, 1 second. Let me just do this. Colin, good evening, Colin. How are you? Abdullah says there's been 0 player. What? There have been 0 players that Mikel Arteta has developed. Every player who is supposed to be on smoke has been shit by Arteta. Hey, I don't know if that is 100% accurate. I'm sorry, I do not 100% agree with that statement. But hey, Arteta did not say he sat up and defended the lead. He said he felt like the players couldn't react, and it looked like they were defending the lead.
Okay, all right. So Dizzy, yeah, in relation to that then, so what is he saying? That the players decided to make a decision to defend rather than going off of his requests? Because if that's the case, then why don't these players fucking do that, when it comes to actually banging their goals in that then? Why don't they forget if they made the decision to just start defending and defend their lead because they felt like they couldn't do much more, then why the hell don't these men actually do what they think to do to get more goals in a game?
But the thing is, Joe, it's gone on for 2 years now. It's not like it's just gone on and off. It's gone on for 2 years now.
Right.
It's what I've said. And I've come on it. It's been on for 2 years. It's not like it. I think someone said it on Football Terrace. It's a sample size, isn't it? Like some Arsenal fans rather look at 2 games instead of the whole picture, which is what I've said is why you will never ever go forward now, because you got to look at the whole picture now instead of just going through.
The thing that's sad is, just you feel like, I know I haven't been to a game for a number of years on the account of the Kroenkes. These young players have given me a reason to actually believe in this squad again. Like, they're good players. You can see that they're improving. You can see that they've brought something, and a lot of us, even myself, did underestimate the sort of impact that they can go on and have. But when you see them equalize, and then you see the second goal go in, like, the mood of the place just drops, man, because it's because of these records that Colin's speaking about, where we've seen it happen time and time again. You can see it just sap the energy out of the place completely, to a point where the Palace fans that are in the corner, like, that are outnumbered probably 10-1, they're lighting up the place.
They were loud, man.
Yeah, especially after their first goal.
Song for you, shall we sing a song for you? And you can hear that. The violation. It's just like, what is going on here? You don't. I try not to be reactionary, you know, like, but
same.
and the thing is, it was only up until the City game where I lost belief and confidence in Arteta. But the players are like, I have the belief in them, and it's like, is this the right guy to take them further? Like that is the question, you know, because I'm not questioning the players like to a degree in the same way that I'm questioning some of the choices, you know, like I think we'll get into it in a minute, you know. I think to start with the 4-3-3 with ESR and Odegaard was ballsy. Like I just didn't think it was necessary.
Yeah, but I've seen him go with his team before and it didn't work.
On my channel where where we got into it with Nigerian Englishmen, and they were like, look, you know, fuck it, it's Palace. We can go out there and we can play it like this. We need to start respecting these teams. I'm gonna be real with people, yeah. We need to realize where we are. Yeah, we are a young squad that is improving. There was only 2 players out there yesterday above the age of 24, 25. We can't go into games with this mentality that we're Arsenal Football Club, because this isn't the Arsenal Football Club of 10 years ago or however long ago it has been since we won a league title. We are where we are right now, yeah, and we should have set up, in my opinion, with 2 and a number 10 in a 4-2-3-1. I'm actually respected this team, because right now, yeah, I can put it to you like this. Leicester, they pumped Man United this weekend. Yeah, absolutely battered them. Yeah. Meanwhile, in the game before, Palace absolutely run riot on Leicester. And they were unlucky to not take 3 points. So I'm sick and tired, personally, and I'm not aiming this at anyone on this stream, right? But I'm sick and tired of hearing this. We're Arsenal. We're at home. We should be playing 4 at the back, and we can play any formation and just go out there and just roll over teams anymore. What team are you watching, man? Like, we need to respect the fact that at the moment we are in rebuild mode, and we need to respect these teams a bit more, because, well, the proof is in the pudding from yesterday, right? And Brighton. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, winning against Tottenham, we always do that at home. Like,
yeah, they haven't won since 2011 or something, innit?
Yeah. Yo. Okay. I'm just gonna ask Tom and Ram. You guys had a question for the panel, because I just want to go back to just the Arsenal fans for a bit.
Ram had a question, didn't he?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna. Can I just quickly say something on the game as well?
Yeah.
When I was watching the game, my main issue was when you guys scored that goal. The first thing you lot did was we went back to a defensive system, and you know me, I say this a lot. I think Shocks and Egal will definitely know this. You strike when the iron's hot. When you score that goal, you strike them when they're vulnerable.
So true, man. So true.
And I don't understand why Arteta, with the quality of players you have, like, I know I banter all your players, but they're still good enough to beat Crystal Palace and talented enough to beat them. I don't understand why Arteta has to go in, get a goal, and then sit back as if he's Mourinho, who has Carvalho and Terry. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And when it comes, this is a question to the panel, yeah. You know, Arsenal Football Club, where you are now, could you say it's almost similar to like a small dog mentality, where you think you're a big dog, but when you're not really. So give you an example. You know, a Jack Russell Terrier who starts yapping at other dogs because he thinks he's a big man.
Remind me of West Ham years ago, man. If I'm being truly honest.
So do you guys agree with that? That you think your club has started to develop like a small dog mentality, where you think you're not?
Let me answer that, because I was probably one of the, because before this game, there was a question that was being asked saying, like, how much points do you expect out of the next 4 or 5 results or something? And I said maximum points. I genuinely expected 3 points out of all of them. Can't lie to you. It's literally, I look at it on paper. I know for a fact, yeah. Like, and again, don't. I'm not a blind fan in it. Like, I obviously understand where we are. But however, when I see these things on paper, I do literally look at that and say, that's a win. Well, that should be a win. That should be a win. That should be a win. And even going down to the Leicester result, the Leicester draw, sorry, I'm saying that should be a win as well. However, this is the only difference with it. I am very, very, very aware that we could lose all of them. Like, we could lose all of them in a row. Like, that's where it is. It don't change what I expect, though. It does not change what I expect. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm realistic enough to know that there's a good possibility we could either lose or draw the game, like in all of them. So again, it's not big dog or small dog type of mentality. I just still always hold it that, again, you know what I mean? Some people would even say if we would have won yesterday or if we beat Leicester, we've pulled off an upset and stuff. Like, I don't look at it like that. I swear to God, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as like, okay, Arsenal just done what Arsenal meant to do. Simple as. But again, maybe that's going to be my downfall, bruv. Because these men are giving me heart palpitations like every fucking game, bruv. Like,
the problem you have is the manager you bring in. My guy Gunnar King spinning facts. That's what Silver Fox is saying.
Yeah, you got an Arteta in the chat as well. His name is Mo Leicester. Yeah. You still believing in him still, but
did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said?
Caught in 4K. Caught in 4K, man.
Okay. If the players were more tactically astute, because of what the manager was teaching them, it could make more sense. It could be making many more mistakes. What? Okay, so they would. Oh, okay, I get what he's saying. He's saying they would not be making as many mistakes if Arteta was thing. So you can blame Arteta. They're having their own conversation in the chat about who to blame. Another guy here, Mikel Arteta. West Ham is higher than you with a better manager. Why laugh? I'm so confused. Who's he talking to now?
He's talking about David Moyes, bro.
No. But like, we know West Ham are higher than us right now. Are they not?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about West Ham, they've got an identity. They know what kind of manager they want. They're a bit like Everton back in the day. They know what they want, and
thanks, guys.
That's why they're good. They're doing well.
That's it. Keep. They're actually playing football. They get
my guy Tommy is literally in the wind. All right, Ram, big up to you, bro. Did you get all your questions answered, or did you have one more question?
If you want, we can discuss the question I asked earlier about your future or the top 4 future as well, if you want.
Okay, no worries. Done, Ram.
All right, see you then.
Big up, Ram, bro.
All right, Sahal. My guy Sahal literally came on my live stream and he had a lot to say. So Sahal, go take it away, bro.
And then he tweeted me saying I blame Shotbar.
Can I just say something? This fraudiola needs to leave us, man. This guy, Pep literally done us over, man. My man is putting us down. Pep Guardiola, take your Coleman back. Take your Coleman back. We don't want him here. I don't want him here anymore. This guy's a joke, an absolute joke. Every time we have what does he do? He proves me the game.
Bro, Sahal, Arteta's fucked up your internet today.
That's it.
No, it's not. It's not any better. Nah. Jump out, jump back in, mate. Jump out.
Put up his connection.
Yeah. Arteta's scheming against guys. Yo, listen. Apparently, we can't celebrate when we win games, and after we lose games, we can't criticize the manager. So what the hell's going on at this club now? It's getting ridiculous.
Do you know where that comes from? Yeah, that is. I swear to God, like Arteta has to be the most protected manager that there's ever been at Arsenal, and I mean even more so than Wenger. Not even Wenger got this amount of protection. At least not to my recollection. He probably did, but I can't remember off the top of my head. All you have to do is look at our performances over the last season and a bit, right? Now, for me, Villarreal was the last straw, right? When the players turn up like shit in a European semi-final and it's our last chance of getting Champions League, that's all I need to know, bruv. That's all I need to know. Like, you're done just based off that. But the performances this season, Tottenham aside, because we know we can get up for Tottenham. When we've been, even under Wenger, when we were in turmoil, at the time, we still got up for Tottenham. Even under Emery, when we were playing like absolute dog shit, we were still getting up for Tottenham, right? So it's not a real surprise that we're up for that game. But can you get up for Brighton? Can you get up for Norwich? Can you get up for all these other games? I think we know our answer here, lads. This guy ain't it, right? The club got bamboozled by Pep Guardiola, bruv. Pep Guardiola, what he done was simply slide a bit of, like dirty money under the table, and the Arsenal board are like, yeah, we'll have that. That's exactly what it is, mate. The Arsenal board got fooled, bamboozled, hoodwinked, all of the above.
I think there's a bit more to it than that, though. Like, I'm going to be real. Like, look, the backing that Arteta had this summer, he should have had like in the first window. Like, it should have. Like, there's a whole collective responsibility here, because the players that he's been working with, we've known for a long time, are not good enough. I still look back to that City game. 8 of the 11 players that played in that defeat were Wenger players, right? So I don't think he's been helped. I do have
a way to deal with it, though. There's a way to deal with it.
Yeah, there is, Colin. There is. But what I will say is, to suddenly have a crop of like 5 or 6 new players, yeah, and to just bed them in after 8 games, a couple of cup games. On top of that, the first 3 games, most of them were not fit or had COVID. So really, you're looking at a sample size that he's had to work with these new players of 5 games. Now, look, I agree. I do feel that Arteta will not take us forward, or he will take us to a point where he will plateau if he hasn't done that already. But I do feel we need to be a bit more nuanced, and a bit more balanced in how we look at that. Like, 5 games to work with 6 new players in a squad that we've known for years hasn't been good enough. Like, it's a bit like these incremental changes that we expect to happen overnight. It's not a realistic expectation, man.
No. That's not what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is... One second,
Colin. Peter said the reality is this job has always been too big for Arteta. He's taken steps backwards. Go and learn your trade somewhere at a smaller club. It's not all his fault, but he isn't helping himself. That is a great point.
I agree with everything he just said.
That is a great point. And then another guy says Poch tax is heavier than Oli tax if you fail in the quarterfinals. Okay, whatever. They're talking about something different. Salamini, I don't know your agenda with Salaman. Allow it for now. We're not talking about transfers.
And Dizzy, I saw your comment. Yeah, it's fine, bro. I'm literally. Ooh, what was that? 4-0. They're getting battered, man. But yeah, go on.
Who?
Club Brugge. They're getting battered by Man City.
Yeah, Man City always batter these guys in those tournaments. So Hall, you're back. Guys, Hall was so articulate and on point with his points that I did a whole dedicated video to him yesterday. Go check it out. It's literally 7 minutes of Sahal just going crazy. But yeah, Sahal, give us your take, man.
First, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be quick, but because
Peak
this
said
guy,
we're never getting at the hood.
This fraud needs to leave today, tomorrow. I'll pack your bags, Arteta. You can go to Barcelona. You can go to any club he likes, Just stay away from my club. Stay away, go away. Because I had enough of this fraud. He's a fraud. He doesn't know what he's doing. Pep, Gunnar King, I respect you. You just said 5 players, right? Crystal Palace got a new team, and I see what they're trying to do. My man's been in charge for 2 years at this club. Different players, different styles of play, different formations. And I never saw one time where I can say, except for Tottenham, 45 minutes, where I can say, yo, we dominated the game. Tell me amount of games, right? Is not more than a handful of games, right? With Arteta that we have done well, where you can say, yo, this is a performance where this is Arteta's style of play. And let me, for example, against City and Chelsea in the FA Cup, right? What did we do against them? We counter-attacked them. We didn't dominate the ball. We counter-attacked them. So the only game where I can say, yo, that recent memory that we dominated a team or opposition, right, is against Tottenham. We can't do it. We can't hold the ball. We can't pass through pressure. We can't defend properly. We can't we don't press people after we score a goal. After 20 minutes, we stop pressing. After 20 minutes, we stop playing football. It's like must be Arteta. It must be, because we keep seeing the same things again and again. After 20 minutes, after first goal, we stop pressing. We sit back. We like Jose Mourinho. We sit back and let these guys play. Why are we letting people play again on home turf? We should never let anyone play. If we're winning the game, you go for the tropes. You keep playing until you get tired. Then you sit back. Of course, you're gonna sit back in a game. I'm not saying you're not allowed to sit back, but the way you do it is different. You don't sit back for the entire game. No, you don't do that. You let Crystal Palace come at you. Okay, that's fine, right? But if you're gonna do that, right, what you need to do is get the ball, right? And if you're not comfortable going forward, Arsenal needs to recycle the ball. We can't recycle the ball either. So I don't know what Arteta is trying to do, right? All the things, what Pep Guardiola style. This is not Pep Guardiola style, right? Pep, right? If he was playing against Crystal Palace, right, and we were struggling against them for whatever reason, right, what he would do is tell his team, recycle the ball, hold on to the ball, don't make mistakes, pass it around, get comfortable, get in the groove of things, get everyone a pass, right? But Arteta, no, sit back of them. Let's sit back of them. No, why are you doing that? You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble for the... What did I say in the halftime? You were getting dominated, Egal. You were getting dominated. The entire game, we got dominated by Crystal Palace, right? They're a good team. I'm not saying they're rubbish, right? They are a good team. But how many games are we getting dominated? Burnley, we didn't do that well. Brighton, we didn't do that well. Bro, there's only one game, right, where we did well, you can tell me. Tottenham. Is that good enough for Arsenal? It's not good enough for flipping Crystal Palace, let alone Arsenal, right? Right now, we're going into another tough game of games, right? And this is why I said we needed a win against Brighton. We needed a win against Crystal Palace. Why? We got tougher games coming up, right? We got a table that we can catch up against United. United are struggling. If we won against Crystal Palace and Brighton, we would have been by City. We would have been equal with City almost. So yet again, Arteta drops the ball. And this is why I don't like this guy. He's not it. It's time to move on. Get a new manager in job. Get Edu out. Get all of these idiots out. Yes, the players are issue. I'm not saying they're not issue. Yes, they are. The quality level is on the toilet. But with the better manager, I think we can get better performances. If there's a Graham Potter, I think Graham Potter can get a better performance out of these players. And that's one fact you guys cannot tell me otherwise now. It's been 2 years. Performance level's been low. Twice 8. It looks like we're going to finish 8 again. It's time to go, Arteta. It's time to go. I had enough of him.
Yo, Jordan, what's good? I can't hear you. No, I still can't hear you. For some reason, it's not working. Audio's not working. I like your green screen, though. Man's in the cut. Sahal, Sahal, I used to disagree with you a lot, but a lot of the stuff you're saying has come to fruition. You've been talking about why we have been taking our foot off the gas, why we haven't been dominating games, why we have been winning games, but it's a false dawn. This is that. Don't let the Tottenham game fool you. Why are you celebrating? I've heard all of this from you. And you know what? Everything you've been saying has come to fruition. So anyone who is criticizing you or saying you're over negative, you know what? We are making too many excuses at times as fans, and we need to start looking at some of the issues. But hey, I still also see where Gunnar King's coming from. There were reasons to be excited after the Tottenham game. There were reasons to be excited after going into international break undefeated, still being undefeated. But if we draw every game during the international break, we're still undefeated, but it doesn't mean we got better. So I hear both sides. Now, everyone has said their piece, bro. How do you say your name? Jordan? Bro, you're still on mute. You know what you do? Jump out, jump back in, and you should be able to see the line with your audio moving, kicking up and down.
Change your audio source, bro.
Yeah, change your audio source, actually. Every team bop Tottenham. There you go. Every team bop Tottenham. I'm going to watch Ajax Dortmund. He's saying, Cam, sorry, man. Little man fell asleep. Nah, it's cool, Cam. No worries, no rush. It's easy to be a negative, though. Yeah, it is easy to be negative. It's easy to point out the negatives in your team's performance than it is the positives. But you know what? I honestly, guys, I think people have a bad impression of me. I'm not one of those people who is always negative. I'm not one of those people always positive. I try to see things from both sides. And because I try to see things from both sides, and we're doing bad, people say, yo, you're too positive. No, what I'm actually doing is I'm trying to look at it from an outside point of view. Even though I'm a fan of my own club, it's tough to look at it without your eyes blinded at times by the emotion of the game. So I try to do it without looking at it. Yesterday was the first time in a long time where I didn't actually do a match reaction with a player rating after the game because it was too much. It was not that it was a terrible loss. It was the performance was embarrassing in my opinion. But people out there disagree and say it wasn't an embarrassing performance. It was. I even heard today someone say we could have easily won if Tierney scored. If Tierney scored, it would have been 3-2. Or I heard if the red card didn't happen, we would have won because it would have been 1-0. It would have been 1-0 up with 10 men, and that's another game. That's another scenario also. It's all opinions. But if you guys don't like my opinion, then you get 15 dislikes on a video or 25 dislikes on a video before you even start. It's messed up. Guys, support the thing. If you want to support the channel, I appreciate it. Every single second of it. If you want to submit super chats, I appreciate it. Every single second of it. If you dislike me and you commit comments, and I'll respond to you. But if you're continuously berating me and being disrespectful, I'm just going to block you. End of discussion. Continue. Guys, what are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more with what you just said, Egal. Yeah, I listened to like everything that like Colin and Sahul was saying, and yeah, there is another side of me that agrees with absolutely 90% of what they're saying. You know, like we should be putting in better performances. We should be beating teams like this. We should be winning more games at home. We shouldn't be trying to hold on to 1-0 leads against teams of this stature if we want to improve. Absolutely. I think, you know, the second half was completely different, you know, performance to the first one. And it was disheartening to see, you know, I was on that side of the pitch, you know, I think Pepe not backing up Tomiyasu, leaving him exposed, you know, just seeing the flatness, you know, come into the team and not Arteta taking too long to change things. That's the most frustrating thing. That seems to be a hallmark of where he goes wrong, is when things aren't going his way, it's like in the 60th minute, in the 65th minute, can we just go bold and just try and change something? It's clear something's not working. You wait till the 70th or the 75th minute. By then, these teams have galvanized so much belief that they can hold on, and the players that they bring on have got so little time to have an impact, to settle in. You come on as a sub. We've all played football. We know that it takes a couple of minutes to play your way into the game. So if you bring someone in on the 74th, 75th minute to change a game, that's 3-4 minutes to get into the game. Then you're relying on them going into Fergie time to have an impact. And it doesn't work like that. You know, like, I see these things and it makes me want to smash my head against a wall and struggle to defend the guy, you know, like, because he does it game on game where we need to change something, you know, like that seems to be a hallmark of his management style. But at the same time, I do feel like a season ago, we lose that game. We go 2-1 down, our heads drop. We give away another goal. We lose that game. You look at the games against Villa last season, Everton, when we went 2-1 down with no reply, You know, like you look at Burnley, where we drop points. You look at the games we were losing last season, and I do have to say, look, Brighton, we lose that game as well. I'm not being. We lose that game as well, right? And if the rebuild has to start with not losing these games, even when we should be, because looking on that, if I had to pick a team that was lucky to get a point yesterday, it wasn't Palace.
Definitely are.
Yeah,
definitely.
So sometimes these points matter at the end of the season when you're taking stock of things, right? And it's like, look, we could have gone and lost that game, but we didn't. You know, and I'm hearing all these rival fans and all these other fans talk to me. Look, I was in the stadium. I ain't been there for years. I'm seeing our fans leave. Yeah, look, each to their own, but that's something I'll never do. We could be 5-6-0 down. Yeah, I'm not leaving that stadium early. Yeah, I'm not doing it. It's not my style. I'll never have done it. Never will do it. Yeah, right. But I'm seeing our fans leaving, and we equalize with the last kick of the game, and I'm going mad. And I'm hearing people being like, "What are you celebrating for?" Like, what? Like, you're not supposed to get caught up in that.
No. You can't be knee sliding like we won the Champions League.
It's ridiculous. I don't know.
You know, do you think knee sliding like we won the Champions League is a good look?
Look, listen.
I think he got caught up in that moment.
Exactly,
right?
bro.
Lacazette's not been getting picked for matches. How does that make you feel as a player? He's not been getting picked. He hears the media. We know what English social media and media is like anyway, yeah? So we hear all the clap they're talking. His contract's running down. Does he even want to be here? We shouldn't even bother renewing him. We should be selling him to buy X, Y, and Z player. You come on in that moment and you come through clutch. Okay, it's only to get a draw. You come through clutch with the last kick of the game.
He's celebrating.
Bro, like, you're not in check of your emotions in that point. I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Especially with the fans going mad like that as well.
Yeah.
You're celebrating all day. You know what? Just to clear it up,
it's not the best of looks, but you, from a human, empathetic sort of stance, I can understand how he reacted in that way. You know, like,
let's get my guy on. He's been waiting patiently, bro. I think you're gonna drop the best knowledge on us right now, or things could just go left. Either way, go ahead, bro.
You'll hear me well now?
Yeah.
Right. Good evening, fellas. Yeah. Thanks, Egal. Thanks so much. Just to touch on that last point, I mean, come on, guys. We can't be disputing everything. The guy hasn't played, as you said, hasn't been being selected for whatever reason, not playing. Our strikers not scoring on a whole. So, I mean, come on, in the last minute like that, at home, most importantly at home, come on, that's a big deal. I mean, we're making a little too much out of it. Getting to the game, of course, though. I know it's very disheartening to see us play the way we're playing. But as you said, another good point from a mate there, we would have lost that game. We would have lost that game. And at least these, on the Brighton game, as you said, too, these games, I'm going all the way back to 2019 when we had Aston Villa 2-2 and Aubameyang scored that clutch free kick. So, you know, we starting to see some results where we know we would have lost. We would have, you know, but the performance was terrible. Did you all highlight the red card by chance? I know it came on late. You'll touch on that? I mean, the potential, red card, what should have been?
Let's talk about it now.
You touched it, but yeah, go on, bro. I'd love to hear
Go ahead. What's your thoughts on that?
The ref was right there. The ref was very close to the action. I don't know why why VAR didn't take it up or anything. That was deliberate. That was not an accident. Saka already hit the ball in the air, and he volleyed Saka, and now Saka's injured, and that's real unfortunate. That should have been punished, penalized to the fullest. That was terrible. Yeah, look at that graphic. Terrible.
Bro, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. How on earth is he not sent off for this? I don't care what anybody says to me. He did that on purpose.
We all know the answer. It's Mike Dean. It's Mike Dean.
I can't believe I'm hearing people saying that he tried to get the ball. Genuinely, that is wild. I don't care who you are. There's no way you can look at. And do you want to know something even mad? If you look at this, minutes before, Saka tripped up one of his teammates, bro.
Yes,
that was retaliation.
Vengeance.
No little boy is going to be coming to our or not. We're not going to have this from no little boy. And that was retaliation to say, you want to be a big man? All right, watch this. And he kicked the shit out of that right leg from Saka. And bro, I can't believe there are people actually saying that this weren't a red or it was
You
accidental.
want to know why they're saying that?
It's madness.
Because Arteta came out. Arteta came out and said he was fuming about it, and they're saying he's using it as an excuse.
It's not an
as a
excuse.
get out of jail
I get it.
free.
He still deserved to
No.
lose the game or draw the game. I totally accept that. But this is a red card, regardless of whether you thought it would have changed the game or not. It's a red card, bruv. And
Is it an excuse though? Is it
and
an
on
excuse?
top of that, yeah, it's a fucking 3-game ban, bro. This is mad play,
Yeah.
bruv.
Yeah,
This is
that's,
mad play.
do you know what it is, Shocks? Yeah, that's Roy Keane last like career-ending challenge. Okay?
Yes,
That's exactly what that is. Like I don't know if it was intentional or not. I'm not gonna pass judgment on that because I don't feel like I'm in a position to comment on that. However, that is a red card, and it's an additional game ban as well.
The thing is,
and let me tell you something, yeah. That's a footballer, you know?
as well.
It's not like it's just me kicking him. It's a fucking footballer, bruv. Like they kick for a living, bruv. Like, do you know how hard that must have?
Yeah.
Did you see Saka?
No, do you know what that is?
Irrespective of intention as well, let's not forget, yeah, the intention, that's not what the rules are underpinned by. If you are recklessly endangering your opponent, yeah, intention goes out the window. It's irrelevant. It's moot, yeah.
No,
and if that is not recklessly endangering an opponent, nothing is.
No, but look at this. Let me show you guys this. Earlier, he got away with this. So he's like, you know what? Since I got away with this yellow, I might be getting away. I might be let off to do other things.
You had to be pitch side to see how bad Mike Dean was yesterday, particularly in the first half. He was. So
then he kicks him hard, directly in the calf.
Look at that.
Get out of here.
What does that cause? It caused Saka to hobble off the pitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're telling me this is normal behavior?
Do you know what it is, Egal? Yeah, that he has not even potential. He has. He's probably cost Saka a couple of weeks of game time now with that.
Yeah.
Like, and should be told, you didn't even have to be pitch side to know how bad Mike Dean was, right? Because I was watching the game on my TV, right? And there was points in the game where I noticed, right, where Palace were, they were just putting in like
100% Peter.
Like reckless challenges, this and that, right? And Mike Dean did fuck all. But that challenge, right? You don't even have to look far, bro. He's in clear view. In fact, he's opposite it when it happens, bro.
Straight in front of
He's right in front of it.
How the
fuck are you given that?
Guys, honestly, we could be here all day. We have 15 minutes to do the player rating before the Champions League, so we're gonna go do that now. But I just want to know, red for you, Gunnar King?
Absolutely.
Red for you, Colin?
Absolutely.
Same for you, my brother, underneath?
Yeah.
Sahal, red? Sahal's there?
I think, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Because of the second one, I think the first one was there yellow. So I think that was probably a straight red because I think it was a double yellow. I think Smith Rowe was the yellow. And the second
okay, Optimus Prime. Bro, this robot thing is not working. This robot thing is not working. Shocks, what you saying?
Bro, man, fucking hell, man. It's blood red. It's nearly it's burgundy, bruv. It's burgundy. It's so bloody red. It's burgundy, fam. You know them ones there. It's dark red.
The thing is, look.
So now,
one more thing.
We're gonna just go into player ratings, bro. We don't have time, honestly. I'm sorry. Keep it.
One more thing, though. Like, I'm never one to use like if we get offsides or whatever. I'm never one to bring it up, right? But that took Saka off the pitch. We look completely different afterwards. I have to point it out. I have to do that. I'm sorry. Like, I know bad mistakes happen with refs because the refs in this country is shit, but look, it's so obvious. You know?
Okay. I'm going to let you go first. Ramsdale, one of the best performers on the day, had 4 saves.
Yeah.
What are you giving him, bro? Gunnar King.
I'm going to give him a 6.5.
6.5.
I think, yeah, he made some good saves, but I think it was one of the goals. I think the second one where he could have done a bit better.
Man. I agree.
Okay, people in the chat and people on the panel, do you guys agree with 6.5 for Ramsdale? One of the best performers in my opinion, minimum a 7 in my opinion, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because a lot of people don't deserve high ratings.
Right.
And he was one of the guys who performed well. He was second only to Aubameyang, in my opinion. But we'll get into it. What do you think? Do you guys all agree? 6.5?
I would have given 6.
7 to go. Honestly, I'm with you on that one. I'm going 7 for Ramsdale. Honestly.
Okay, what about you, Jorad?
Yeah, I'm Jared. Yeah, 7 is he was solid. Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, Gunnar King, you've been overruled by the panel. 7, but you don't mind that, I'm assuming.
No. I would have given him a 6. So,
They said some of his passes were decent. In my opinion, he saved us because our midfield was so woeful. We were never going to progress the ball without him.
Ray, he took 2 throw-ins.
He took 2 throw-ins. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did. I saw him.
That's
it was
wild.
like in the last minutes of the game when he had run to like come up and get the ball and get it back on quickly.
That's wild.
His
Okay,
different.
I'm gonna go to you, Colin. Tomiyasu, what are you giving him? People in the chat, play along. Tell us what you're giving the ratings.
He wasn't helped by Pepe, bro. No. But I can't. Do you know what? Right, I can't give him too high a rating because. Like, none of them apart from Ramsdale and Aubameyang deserve that. So, I'm going to sit on the fence here. I don't care if I'll have splinters up my arse. Fact is, 5.
He had a bad game. It's just say it as it is. Bad game.
Yeah.
He gets the 5. Some people giving him a 4 in the chat. One person's giving a 3. Anthony's giving a 4. John's giving a 3 to Tomiyasu. Everyone agrees with a 5, or you think lower?
I would have given him a 5. But
I would have given him a 6, to be honest, because there was aerial duels, there was tackles that he was winning, and he really was exposed by Pepe's lack of help. Like in the second half, you could really see it because I was right next to the pitch. Yeah, like Pepe was never anywhere near him, and it completely exposed him. But like
he had a hand in the first goal as well,
and he couldn't bomb forward. He couldn't bomb forward at all. He couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't give that leeway. Yeah, 5 is
Shocks. Ben White. So we're gonna stick with the 5. We're gonna stick with the 5, and we keep it moving. They started talking about aerial duels. He lost most of them this time. Ben White. What are you saying, Shocks?
I mean, I did see him try to drive through the center of the park and try to do something, but the pass was always just off, bro. See him try to square a few long balls as well. Again, was always off. And I think he had a hand to play in the second goal as well. I'm not blaming it all entirely on him, but he definitely, that whole backing up thing, I don't know. It's obviously been coached into our team because we saw Rob Holding doing it last year. We're seeing Chambers done it. You know what I mean? Where they do this thing where they're backing. They look like they're trying to. I don't know what that is. Like when they do this thing, like where they're. It looks like you know, like before, at the beginning of a fight in Mortal Kombat, you got a man just doing that and that. Like
yeah,
that's what it looks like they're doing with man, isn't it? Like kind of thing. So I don't know what that is, but it's bad coaching, isn't it? So I'm gonna say, I'll give him a 4, bro. A 4.
I think that's generous. A lot of people would have given him lower. 4 is fair. People in the chat are giving 2s, 3s. They're saying, bro, you're too nice. People are giving 4s. So again, everyone here thinks 4 is fair?
Yeah.
I'm going 3.
Okay. I think 4 is fair.
My reason being, right, it's not even the hand he played in their second goal. It's due to the fact that if you actually look into the second half, right, there was a point in the half where Gabriel and Ben White, legit, they were like parting like it's the Red Sea, bruv. Like your center back should not be that far apart. I'm sorry, no.
Yo, Gunnar King, big up to you, bro. If you gotta go, do you want to do Gabriel and then I'll let Gerard do 2 in a row?
Yeah. If you could, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Ben White, Colin. Unfortunately, majority of the panel says 4 is fair. I get that you want to give a 3.
What
but
would
they
you have
gave-
given him, Gunnar?
They gave him a 4.5.
What?
Probably a 5.
Yeah, they said he was involved in the late goal, and also he blocked Eduardo a bit too much in the second half. So they're giving him credit for something. Hey, people see the game differently. I'm gonna give you Gerard. I'm gonna give you 2 players back to back. I'll give you Pate and Tierney, but but Gunnar King's got to go, so I'll give him Gabriel. Gunnar King, what are you giving Gabriel?
He was all right in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give him a 5.5. I think he was the better of the 2 centre backs, and he was starting a lot of attacks by passing the ball into midfield quite a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
5.5 it is. Everyone agrees?
He was the better out of the 2, so yeah.
Yeah, he was the better of the 2.
We're bang on 5.5. Okay, Gunnar King, have a good one, bro. Speak to you soon. Thanks for coming on, guys. Go check out Gunnar King on TikTok. Man's absolutely killing it over there, doing his absolute best. And shout out to you, bro. Tell the people where they can catch you.
Yeah, man. Gunnar King 14 on Twitter. Also on the Armory TV YouTube channel that we're growing at the moment. So we're doing our Gunslinger show at 8:00, which is why I got to jump now. And TikTok. Yeah.
There you go. Done now, bro. Have a good one.
Bro, man. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. So yeah, let's just try to finish this off.
Sure.
Big up
Gerard, big up Azan joined us. Gerard, Kieran Tierney, what are you giving him?
I guess I'm stuck for this, but I'm giving him 3. I wasn't really pleased with him. Normally he bombs forward, even though his crosses are, not the best, but at least he tried something. He really, really, really didn't do much attacking wise. He was under a lot of pressure. Yeah, so I'm giving him 3. I wasn't really pleased with him this match at all. A lot of the guys let us down.
So 3 for Kieran Tierney. Everyone agrees with that?
Yeah.
I agree with that, yeah.
Azan, you agree with 3 for Kieran Tierney?
What's good, guys? Big up everyone in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Egal, can I ask, what did you guys give Tomiyasu?
5.
Are you being serious, guys?
In all honesty,
Tomiyasu gets a 5, but Kieran Tierney gets a 3. Come on.
I said a 4, but yeah.
We tried to lower it.
Bro, I mean, Tierney, yes, it wasn't one of his best games, but it certainly wasn't one of his worst, bro. I think there were other players, and this is not me trying to dig out the players or make it about where it's just because of one person in a 11-man team is at fault. It wasn't the case. Like, there was a handful of people on that pitch that didn't pull their weight. But yeah, Tierney, I would have said a 4.
Okay.
But
what would you have given Tomiyasu?
Majority is 3. If the majority is 3, that's all.
Everyone agrees. 3 is very harsh.
I mean, me personally, that's just what I would have given him. I would have given him a 3 and Tomiyasu a 4.
Colin, final person.
Do you know what? I would give him a 4 purely because he was one of the outlets on the wide left when we did attack. And I don't think he was the worst player on the pitch. I think there was players far worse than him.
Okay. People in the comment section, let me just read this out. John says bang average 4 for Ben. Was that Ben White or Gabriel? Gabriel. He says 3 for Kieran Tierney, 3 from Antonio for Kieran Tierney, and then Flex Star is saying Pepe gets 0. He's not even talking about Kieran Tierney. So let's just go 3.5. I think that's fair.
Fine. Yeah.
In the middle. And we keep it moving. They gave him 5.5, so I think they're giving everyone 5.5s. Thomas Pate, I'm gonna go to Gerard, and then I'm gonna go to Aslan on Thomas Pate. 2 people can share that one. What are you guys saying? People in the comment section, give us your Pate ratings. I think Pate was one of the worst players on.
Yeah, there's a hard one. In my heart, when I give him a 4, but I know he deserves lower than a 4. It's a hard one, boy. 4, just to be nice. 4, only because you know what he normally brings to the midfield and whatnot. You know, we know he's better than that. You know, I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 4. But definitely, yeah, he was.
DZ says 3. Flex says 3. 2. Antonio says 3. Aslan, what are you saying?
Bro, just from the back of that Tierney rating, for me, it's got to be a 2.
Yeah, you see, I was going there, but it's just,
you know, like, and that's me being kind. Like, he was involved in the first 11 team selection, and he bought on the shirt. That's the only 2 points that I'm giving. Like in terms of performance, it's been a 0, bro. Like, because since we've signed him, there has been an expectation or a level that has been set on his footballing ability, and unfortunately, look,
Arteta -10. Wow.
Like as much as at times we can say, you know, it's the individual, it's up to the individual to perform, but at the same time, I don't know, you know, what this manager or his coaching staff are instructing him, what they work with him in training. Like, he's a shadow of his former self, especially from his Atletico Madrid
days.
But yeah, like just yesterday, like his decision making, taking too much time on the ball, like making challenges, trying to win them, but the ball would still fall to the opposition in possession. So, like, yeah, like yesterday, it was just an off. I mean, I don't want to say an off day. Like, it was just a poor performance from him, man. Like, I don't want to slate him. I'm not writing him off. I still believe he's going to come good because he's a very talented footballer. But yeah, yesterday, like, he just didn't live up to what I expected of him to do. So, yeah, for me, look, I feel bad giving a 2, but you know, for a player of his caliber. But yeah, like, you know, it's just inexcusable, man. Like, we can't sugarcoat it, bro. Like, we have to say it how it is. So yeah, 2 out of 10 for me.
2 out of 10. Okay, people, do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Let's continue with this ratings. Let us know your ratings in the comment section. Colin and Show, I'm gonna give you guys Smith's Row, but before I do that, do you agree with the 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 it is. Just so we know, they gave him a 5. They said he was sloppy at times, and more than once.
How's that fucking 5 then?
He came close to scoring a goal, and we need more from him.
Who's doing that ratings? Is it tie? Like,
wait. What? So, sorry to cut you there, Egal. So, like, are you talking about that shot that he had, like, from, like, what, 30 yards? Like, that was just, no, at the end of the day, like, I understand that's what you're saying, and you're reading that little sentence, yeah? But the point is, he didn't score.
Yeah.
You know, so, and like, and I feel Partey is feeling a little bit jealous from Mohamed El Pirlo, you know, because, you know, only he scores bangers from outside the box.
Yo, why is everyone getting on to Pepe? Leave Pepe alone.
And
You're not on him yet.
Ever since like El Neni scored that last rocket that he scored, I can't remember who it was from, but maybe the chat can help in. But like, since then, I've just noticed, like, any given opportunity when when Partey's got possession of the ball outside the box and the goal's in range, he goes for a goal, but he's either skying it or, like, you know, like the shot just goes wide. So yesterday's, he nearly scored. That doesn't do it for me. At the end of the day, he didn't. So yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Emma Smith Rowe, Colin and Shucks. What are you guys giving him? Sorry, guys, we're over our time, but like, we're gonna continue just until we finish the ratings, of course.
Yeah.
He wasn't good last night. He wasn't. I'm giving him a 3, man. Honestly, and even that's being generous. I can't give him higher than that. I really can't.
See, it's a difficult one with me, right? Because I definitely know who's better, who was worse out of the two out of him and Odegaard, right? I think 3. Well, because I gave Kieran Tierney a 3, and I think he was probably better than Tierney on the field. Right, okay. Look, the reason why I would say is because that he's never afraid to take that ball, right? He always accepts the ball at his feet, right? Plus, on top of that, what he does is he drives up the field. He does actually, progressively play the ball. Like, he goes forward. Like, and he's kind of fearless when he does it. I think I'll do the 4. I think I'll give him a 4.
I felt it.
Or a 3, yeah, I know it. Or 3.5, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'll say a 4 for him. I'll say a 4.
Okay. People here saying 3 for ESR, 3 for by the skin of his teeth, 2 for ESR, the same score for Odegaard. That's Dizzy giving Odegaard a 2. Wow, that's how you know we had a bad game.
Right.
One guy said he's a reincarnation of Javinho. He's talking about Pepe. He's saying, my mom's like, I'll take Egal on the right wing, on the wing over the reincarnation of Javinho. Other guy says,
Egal. Sign Egal, bro. I'm telling you.
Joking about Pepe. Another one says, I can't be generous. The whole team deserves a 0, in my opinion. 3 for ESR. Bro, ESR, same chance to lay the ball off in the same position. He did not do it. He gets a 2. Lemberkamp, my guy, says Arsene. And then finally, other guy says a poor performance for Odegaard. He gets 8 or 9. What a comment section.
What is that?
The guy's taking
What is that count like? Jesus.
Okay, just so we know, they said they gave him a 6, and they said he was always tidy, shots on target. He could play in Pepe. He could have played in Pepe, but he made 22 of his 24 passes in the attacking third.
I would love to know who's doing them ratings. It has to be Ty. It has to be, bro.
They have an author. If you want me to check who the author is, it is.
Bro, I don't care who the author
this
is.
guy right here, Dave Jung.
He works for Arsenal.
Didn't watch the game, then.
You see what I said about sugarcoating? That sentence that he typed for ESR, that's sugarcoating, bro. Like, I mean, look, I get it. Like, he's from the youth academy. He's bust through into the squad and into the starting 11. But just where he pointed out, him not laying off that pass when Pepe was in acres of space, bro, and he took on that shot from that far out, that just goes to show he needs to work on his decision making.
Facts. Odegaard. I'm gonna leave Odegaard with the comment section because clearly they want to talk about Pepe all day, so we're not gonna let them talk about Pepe anymore. You guys can talk about Odegaard. I'm joking. Guys, give us your ratings on Odegaard and Pepe right now. I'm gonna start with you, Gerard. Go ahead, Gerard. What's your ratings for Odegaard and then Pepe?
Whew, Odegaard. Lord have mercy. Maybe. Because if you're giving ESR those kind of ratings, Odegaard have to get 2 or 1.5. Lord, like 2. I'll stick with 2. And Pepe, because of his...
Oh, it could even be a 1. It could even be a 1, bro.
Yeah. It hurts. And this is terrible. This shows how bad the game was.
That's it.
And Pepe... To be fair though, Pepe whipped in that last ball there that, caused the issues for us to get that goal there. So, I mean, he could get a 3, maybe a 4, maybe a 3. Let's stick with 3. 3, so 1 for and 3 for Pepe.
Okay, let me tell you guys what my ratings are. My ratings would have been a 2 for Odegaard. And honestly, I would have given Pepe a 5. Because I felt like he had a good game. I felt like he had a good game, but the other people around him did not see him. He was doing everything he could do off the ball. On the ball, he was not making the right decisions, but off the ball, he was making all the right decisions. No one could get the ball to him in the right passive play. And when we did score our goal, he was one of the leading factors why we scored that opening goal. Once again, he could have finished it himself, but he somehow is messing up these opportunities. He could have easily scored himself if he wanted to, numerous occasions, but 5, mixed average performance, in my opinion. Pepe's average. Odegaard gets a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, fucking hell, bro. I don't know. 5 was way too generous.
5's a bit generous.
Too generous.
If I honestly,
he needs to get marked down for that dive alone.
These dons, yeah. if I'm rating these Dons, Odegaard's getting a 1 and Pepe's getting a 3 just because of the assist.
Right.
But that's pretty much it. He did fuck all in that game. The player.
Okay, what about we go 4 and 2? Is that better? Can everyone agree with this?
High, man,
We need to come to a consensus before we move on. Everyone agrees.
Fine.
Yeah,
I agree,
with
Colin. I agree, Colin. Still too high, but yeah, 4.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, Odegaard, he was him getting subbed off the first player. That says it all. Like that sums up his game and his contribution. With Pepe, look, at the end of the day, as much as I back Pepe, I'm not a Pepe stan. I want to be clear, and I understand how frustrating he can be at times. Like, you know, when he's got the ball and he's making that push from the middle third into the final third, the way he stops and starts, and like cuts it in, or like he kills that attack. I see that. But at the end of the day, yesterday, he kept that ball in, played that 1-2 with Tomiyasu, had an eye on goal, took the shot. Keeper, it was a good save by the keeper, but he parried it away to the side. And Oba was at the right place at the right time to get behind him. That he anticipated that space, and he bagged in the goal. So he was a part of that first goal. So yeah, for me, I think a 4 is fair.
Okay, I'm just gonna lock those in and let's see what they say. So they gave Pepe a 6 and they gave Martin Odegaard a 5. They said much like the Brighton game, he wasn't anywhere near his best, and they just gave him a 5. Then they said Pepe involved in the opening goal, involved in the second goal with his corner delivery, but in between found it hard to make an impact. So they gave him a 6. Saka, guys, we all love Saka. Can we just say this guy today was not that good? Give him a 4 or 5 and just keep it moving.
Yeah, 4. I mean, I think a 5 because he got subbed off at half. Was it half time? He got subbed off.
Less than halftime, like 44 minutes.
Just before, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, just give him a 5, keep it moving. They gave him a 5. They said quiet night, taken off at halftime. How McCarthy was not sent off. Brutal kick to Saka. I will never know. Then you got this comment here saying Aubameyang. I think man of the match, minimum 7. What do you guys say?
Yeah, he tried. He tried a lot, man. He tried a lot. I don't think 7 though. I would have given him a 6, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the comment section's getting mad that I'm not reading the comments. Let's look at what they had to say about Pepe, because clearly they went in. Man said these guys went in on Pepe. Oh my days!
They just said
did Pepe do to their mother?
22 times he lost.
Yo, man said, look at this. Man said Pepe's corner never beat the first man. Yep. Pepe 5. What are you, man, smoking? Pepe is getting a 0.5. He's for his part involved in the goal. Pepe lost the ball 22 times yesterday. Wow. I mean, 22 times. I mean, 22. Man said Pepe. If Pepe is a 5 yesterday, I was man of the match. How the fuck is Pepe getting a 4? I can't believe this. Mr. Overlapping fullbacks. In it, low it. Okay.
Allow
it.
Where's the A? Then James over
Nicholas. Allow it, man. Flex stuff. Come on, bro.
Pepe's passport age is 38. Fraudulation. Oh my days. Okay, now let's go into a final one. How can I credit someone who takes the corner and hits and hopes? Ha ha ha. Okay. Aubameyang 6. My guy says. Anyone giving Aubameyang less than a 7? I think he was man of the match, the man of the match.
That's not. Thing is, though, like being man of the match in a shit performance, that's like, well, it's not hard to achieve. That said, he was one of the better players last night. Like he just was. So I can't give him a 7 because I don't feel like the performance warrants that, but I will give him a 6.5.
There you go, 6.5.
It's as close to a 7 as he's getting.
Yeah.
Yo, for me, Pepe, like guys, you see when like just before the whistle goes for the kickoff, yeah, and like you see in like when the camera just hands towards certain players. And when I saw Aubameyang, I thought he was on it that night.
Yeah,
and it showed, from scoring that goal, and then that like his pressing game was on point. Like at times, like I saw Oba just run and press, but it was the rest of the team that weren't on the same wavelength, or they just didn't have that telepathy of being in sync. And when I saw Oba do that challenge from like to win possession, like he done that challenge. I can't remember who he done it on, but I thought, like if this is Aubameyang, like because when do we see Aubameyang tackling people? So if we're seeing that from our talisman, our captain, that showed to me, that like we're gonna be setting the tone. Like if the rest of his teammates are gonna see like Aubameyang's tackling, to win the ball off the opposition. So then if our striker is doing that, if our captain's doing that, we've got to step up.
Okay, I know we gave him too much. Guys, we gave him too high of a rating. Our rating's higher than Arsblog.
Fuck off. Wow.
Bruv, I don't trust their ratings, man.
I don't trust that guy, man.
Okay, guys, Lakonga, 2.
Yeah, he made no
He did.
I'll say 3. I'll say a 3. I'll say a 3.
Do you know what? I'd say a 2 purely because when he lost the ball when we were attacking, that led to their second goal. So I can't give him higher than a 2 for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Lacazette, Gerard. I'm giving Lacazette a 6 or a 5.
6.
He deserves
6. Only because of we know what Bruno with him right now and the season he's having everything. He came back and he scored a clutch goal. It's a clutch.
It was a jammy goal, but it was not. But it was a goal.
It was a goal. It's better than losing. We didn't lose. I mean, we hate saying that, but we didn't lose. So yeah.
Okay. Our Arsenal Football Club treat Martinelli like shit. He comes on and he gives he plays his heart out. Minimum of 4 or 5. What are you guys saying?
I'm saying
a standard 5, man.
5.
I'd say a 5.
He got an assist.
Yeah, in fantasy, they counted it as an assist from him in fantasy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, the one thing I want to point out with
they gave him a 0.
Whoa. See, this is why I don't trust Arsblog, bro, because you cannot. They don't give.
You know why he's called Arsblog? Because he blogs out of his fucking ass, bruv. Like he's an idiot, man.
What
is he all right, blood?
Wait, what was Partey's rating on this again? Go back up a minute. What was Partey's rating on this?
0. Wow.
5.
So, 5. If you're giving Partey a 5, bro, I cannot trust you.
Smith wrote a 6. 6.5 for Lacazette, which you know what, that's kind of deserved actually because he made it in his back.
Bonus rating. Mike Dean 0. How you stand and look at McCarthy's volley at Saka. VR who replied and did not send him off.
Yeah, 100%.
Have they rated the manager? Have they rated Arteta on this? I'm curious to find out.
No, they have not rated Arteta.
Well, I mean, we could rate the manager.
Yeah, let's do that.
I already know what I'm giving him. I already know.
0. By the way, I just wanted to show you guys something quickly. I don't know if you've seen this, but I'm gonna tell you guys if you haven't seen this. I think it was Match of the Day or the Sky version in India where Ian Wright was speaking, and what he said. Oh my days. He said he's the most concerned over 2 players and their recent performances. In this performance, he's like, how Pepe and Ben White are professional footballers at this level and putting in the performances that they've been doing for Arsenal. It's slightly worrying. His exact words were, Arsenal legend takes a swipe at Ben White and is disappointed at Nicolas Pepe following the 2-2 draw. Right? He said in the interview. 1 second, where is it? No, I can't get it. I tried to get it. It's not working. Anyways,
let me just say something on Ian Wright real quick, right?
Yeah.
I love the guy. Yeah, he is the reason I actually support Arsenal. He's definitely contributed to it. Plus all of the other players around that were back at that time and stuff, right? You know what? One thing that really annoys me with Ian Wright, yeah, is because he's online so much, right? And he does a lot of, tweets and, he's really, he's in touch with a lot of the content creators and stuff like that. If you really, really watch, Ian Wright pretty much goes off what everyone else online is saying. So because there's such a big uproar about Pepe going on and Ben White, the price and stuff, this is the reason he's picked them two out. Because I'm sorry. Look, Pepe was not impressive yesterday, and I can see all of the comment sections are going ham about him and all of that kind of stuff, But how did he not mention Odegaard? Because Odegaard definitely should have been mentioned. Definitely. 100 fucking
Odegaard's been missing for the last 2 game shots. How is he not fucking... Nah, bro.
Exactly.
He
that's
spoke
really...
about the whole team, to be fair.
Okay, but why is he only picking out these two? Because I'm telling you,
Odegaard...
And to me, Kieran Tierney was bad for me yesterday, and it's only because of what I expect from him. But I think Tierney should be dragged out by this point now because he has not done a single good performance this season. So that's something to drag them out about. Like, fair enough, you can look at the Ben White and you can say about the price tag and compare it and all of those kind of things, though. But he hasn't been the worst. He has not been the worst.
The comment section would tell you otherwise. They're all getting onto Pepe today.
I know, because obviously that's a topic of discussion. Hence why I'm saying that's the only reason he's mentioned him, because everyone's talking about Pepe right now because of his price tag of how much or whatever, and they're saying he's flopping and da. But last night, if you're going to judge anyone off performances, then you can't be saying Ben White and Pepe were the worst on the field. Well, that's a bit. I'm just saying.
I think Pate was worse than both of them.
Same, and Odegaard. Odegaard is what that midfield was.
Yo, 1 second. Let's read this comment. Wow, man went in, He said, my players are united, but the manager is in a position that the team is facing right now, and the club and owner should give the room to a new manager come in. Also bring in our own players who they loan out, like Guendouzi, Torreira, and Saliba. He wants them back. This guy needs. These guys are needed so much. These guys are much needed, and will finish in the top 4 this season. By January 2022, I want to see us sell or loan out Odegaard, Elneny, Pepe, Nketiah, Chambers, Pablo Mari, Kolasinac out of our club. So tell me that's a stupid, useless manager called Arteta. That's it. Wow, man went in.
Ooh. I mean, I agree with most of what he said there, man.
I've not seen a comment that.
You know what you didn't agree with, though. Like, that's the intriguing part for me.
No, just like
Odegaard on loan or sold. I think that's crazy.
And like adding a few more players to that sales list, and like that's pretty much it, basically. So,
anyways, short story is Ian Wright said out of the performance yesterday, he was disappointed in 2 players the most, and he picked out Ben White and Pepe. Do we feel like that was unfair?
Imagine said I'm only hating on white players. Is he a fucking idiot, bro?
Who said that?
Nah, Peak is joking. Peak is joking. Idiot, Peak is trolling. You literally were just protecting Ben White.
Bro, I just protected him. I've said that Partey was one of the worst. This man's a fucking idiot, bro.
What? What is Peak in the chat?
Bro, he's winding you up, come on.
He's winding you up.
This man is hating on white players. Tierney, Odegaard, and Ben White.
Jared.
Is Peak Flex Star, yeah?
Yeah, Peak Flex Star.
Yeah.
Big up, Jared. Yo, bro, speak up, bro. You've been quiet the whole time. What's your final thoughts on this game, man? Let's just dead and bury this game. And what do you think about Aston Villa? Are we going to win?
Whew. Well, first, I don't know. Normally, I will blame Arteta because I'm not a big fan of Arteta. Like, before even I was appointed, I wasn't, because he has no resume, right? But I don't know, the players really let us down. It was there for the players to manage the game better, go for the kill when we were up 1-0, don't rock back. It was time. But the main thing I'll blame the manager for was his substitution with bringing on the defensive substitution. Should have brought in maybe Martinelli earlier or Lacazette earlier and really try to kill off the game. Friday's game, I don't know. Very tricky, very tricky. I want to give it to us, but if that's how we're going to play, and I think Arsenal will have a lot more attacking threat, especially with Ings and Watkins, and a lot of the guys fit, and of course, a solid Martinez in the post, I think it'll be a really tricky game. I will always want to give it to us, a 1-0 to us. Yeah. But it'll be a tough game. Really, really tough game.
Okay. What about you, Colin? Just to end this off. Aslan, I'll let you go after. Colin and Shocks will end the video off. Go ahead.
All right. First things first, right? My rating for Arteta for Palace, 0.
Okay.
0.
Expectations for Aston Villa?
Absolutely no expectation whatsoever. And and I've got reason as to why, right? It's not just a case of I've got no faith in Arteta, right? I've watched this all season, right? All season in every single game, right? I've not seen us play once well this season apart from Tottenham, right? And I have got zero faith that is going to change on Friday night. Absolutely zero, right? And let's not beat around the bush here. Aston Villa have better players than Palace.
Yeah.
Right? Ollie Watkins, Bertrand Traore. Don't know if Leon Bailey's fit or not, but you know they've got him in their ranks. They've got Danny Ings, who they just signed. Right? If we turn up like we did against Palace the other night, Villa will put us to the sword. It really is that simple, bro. I've got no hope going into that game. No hope. In fact, I'll tell you what. Here's my prediction for that game.
What is it?
Danny Ings hasn't scored in a while. You know
what's going to happen. He scored last game. He scored last game.
He scored last game. Yeah. Actually, no. Rephrase that, right? Villa win 1-0, and it's not Ings that scores. It's not Ollie Watkins that scores. If he's fit, it's Bertrand Traore.
Ollie Watkins always turns up.
Traore is not fit though.
Yeah. Either way, bro. Either way.
He's not fit. Traore, he's 25% chance to start. He's not fit.
Yeah, well, either way, bro. It doesn't even matter whether he's fit or not. It's like my opinion doesn't change.
Yeah.
Basically, you're saying someone who is on a goal drought is going to score.
Right. It's like Benteke.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. Aslan and then Shocks.
Yeah, look, my heart is always going to say, you know, we're going to win. Yeah. But unfortunately, my head, you know, because I can't base my prediction emotionally. It's got to be with logic. And my head says, based on, you know, the start of this campaign, 8 games in, and with last night's performance, I don't feel confident whatsoever. Look, you guys know my thoughts on when I turned on Arteta, and since then I've been a stern Arteta out, and that was from the back of that Aston Villa defeat at home last year when we got spanked 3-0. And look, I feel that justice wasn't served that night, yeah? But how sweet would it be? Poetic justice, a whole year, yeah, comes back around, and back of the game that he didn't get sacked, facing the same opponents of him getting sacked, it will be poetic justice for me. And I agree with Colin there, where like we're always that club where, you know, when there's an out of form team, yeah, or an out of form player, somehow miraculously, like they turn up against Arsenal, yeah. And you know where we were linked to Emi Buendia in the summer transfer window, and with all the chatty that Emi Martinez has been doing, I can see an Emi Martinez assist and an Emi Buendia goal.
Argentinian link up in that.
Bro,
One goal kick.
Colin, that could be written in the stars. I'm telling you.
Do you know what, Aslan? I wouldn't, honest to God, bro, I wouldn't put it past this club, right? And the thing about it is,
he ain't scored yet. Buendia ain't scored yet. So yeah, this is the perfect time actually.
Like he's on a goal drive, right? So the stars are aligning. Oh fuck! No.
Yeah, So like, I'll be honest with you. Whatever the outcome, and look, I know like we're kind of bringing a light-hearted part to the end of the stream, but like I can just see it happening. Like as much as obviously I don't want it to, obviously I would like us to win, because at the end of the day it just makes our team move up the table, or somehow build on that momentum going forward. But yeah, I just don't see it happening. Like with the displays that we've seen 8 games into the season, where Colin pointed out it's only that North London derby that stands out. But we all know when it comes to a North London derby, form goes out the window. And when I've only seen an amazing first half display against Tottenham and nothing else in the other games, I don't feel confident whatsoever. So yeah, like I feel we're gonna get battered by Aston Villa.
Ooh, battered.
Damn. Score prediction?
I'm saying 3-1.
Damn.
3-1.
Yeah, I mean, look,
take it away, bro.
See, with me, like obviously I gave that little touching speech at the beginning of the stream, and obviously on the terrace yesterday. The reason I usually judge these things is because I look at it on paper and I think these are games that we should be getting the whole straight W's from. So I guess that you can say that I'm talking with my heart here. I'm actually going to talk with my bowels right now because we're shit. Yeah, and I'm saying a draw now, man. I keep predicting wins, brother, and they're just not coming through. Maybe if I change the prediction, like, who knows? Arsenal will just give me faith again, bruv. Like, but at the moment, I'm so depleted and deflated of seeing how we've been performing. The player performances and the way we're playing and lack of goals, bro. Come on, guys, man. We've scored 7 goals in 8 games at the beginning of the fucking season. That is horrible, man. I'm gonna say a draw. I'm gonna say a 1-1. I'm gonna say 1-1. And we're at home as well. That's the maddest thing. But yeah.
Yo, what you gonna do, guys? It's a madness. But yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. Big up to everybody who's joined in. I personally feel like this game was terrible. We got lucky. Rubbish performance overall. On another day, if we're clinical and we have the players that are clinical in front of goal, we could have done something better. But you know what? We don't have those guys at the moment, and we haven't been clinical all season. So I'm not going to talk about that today, like I would have in the beginning of the season. Let's talk about the reality situation. Aston Villa, nothing more than a win. But if we lose or we draw, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm expecting the best.
I agree.
I'm expecting the worst, hoping for the best. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Respect to everybody. I'll catch you guys on Twitter Spaces. I'm going to start a Twitter Space around 12 o'clock or midnight over there. If you guys want to check me there. Big up to everybody here. Check out Colin's channel and Gerard's channel. You guys can shout out your channels, guys.
It's Much Arsenal. We did a watch along of the Palace game the other night. We actually just started doing it on YouTube and Twitch as well. So two platforms going around. If you want to see my reactions to the goals, head over to the channel Much Arsenal and the Twitch as well, which is in the same name. You might get a laugh of it. I can tell you right now, I didn't get a laugh out of it. It was fucking miserable. So yeah, that's great. And we'll be back on Friday with a watch along of Villa. I'm probably going to be in the same position as I was Monday night. But you know what? It's entertaining as fuck. We do what we do despite this club putting us through the fucking ringer.
There you go. Gerard, tell the people what your channel's called.
Yeah, so it's called the Fantasy Pavilion. I just hit 100 subs today, actually. So, big up to that. So I do fantasy sports, fantasy football, for covering cricket as well and basketball. So any fantasy needs, anything you'll want, predictions, help, guidance, check me out, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. It's called the Fantasy Pavilion.
Yeah, and tell the people, we might be doing a fantasy show on here soon.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
My guy Gerard's going to be a big part of that. Hopefully going forward.
For sure.
And then we know Shocks has his channel. His episode on what do you call it? Sarcasm City with Cam on Monday night. We were on there yesterday. It was a laugh. You definitely should go check that out. Also, and then Azlan, people in the chat, Azlan's a staple here. If you guys don't like his opinions, come on and challenge him. stop the chat in the chat box. Terrence, I know you want to chat shit sometimes. You can do it in the chat box, but if you want to come on and actually challenge his opinions, that would be even better. So come on, have a conversation.
What team does he support, bro?
I don't know. I think he's a Tottenham fan.
That explains it. That explains it.
Anyways,
Minor,
or he
man.
could be an Arsenal fan. Who knows? Anyways,
Bro, Minor, he can type whatever he wants to type, man. Minor, it's all good, man. Terrence, do your thing, man. No worries.
Respect to everyone. I'm not going to do the regular outro. I'm just going to say, you know what, guys? If you're Arteta in, if you're Arteta out, whatever you are, you're Arsenal fan. Let's be nice to each other.
Right.